Good morning, everybody. We're back to focusing on some shop improvements this week, and I'm also going to teach you a cool little printing technique to get 2 colors out of 1. So we talked a little bit in a previous video about how I have no systems in place in my business, and this is something that we need to start fixing right now because we're about to start hiring more people over the next couple of weeks, and I don't have time to hold everybody's hand. Systems and procedures are super important to any business because these are the things that help a business run properly without, you having to micromanage everything. This is what's going to keep the business running when you're sick or when you're on vacation and whatever. And this is something that I'm brand new to. This is something I've never had to think about before, but now we're getting to the point that I have to start dialing this in. And a big part of creating systems in your business are creating standard operating procedures, or SOPs. And this is something I've never done before, something I'm totally brand new to. I finally just made my first SOP. I figured I'd make it about something kind of difficult, but kind of easy at the same time in the shop. And we're gonna test that out today to see if it works. The first SOP that I made is about how our ink mixing and management works because it is a little bit complex. We use a few different pieces of software to get it done. We got this whole ink shelf system going on behind us. And of course there is mixing the actual ink. This is something that Jordan has never done before. He's mixed ink before. I kind of just guided him through that. He knows how to do it, but all the rest of it, all the computer system stuff, he's never seen it before. So this is a good chance to test this out and see if my SOP writing is any good. And then we know we have building blocks to build more stuff in the future. And at the same time, we're gonna make another shop improvement to our ink mixing setup. The mixing components have always been kind of a, I don't know, they've just been kind of a pain in the ass in the shop. So we're gonna fix that today too. Jordan, you need to mix Pantone 288 right now. I just sent you the Google Doc to your phone. Crack that bad boy open. Let's see if you can figure this out. Without my help.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm saying nothing. Absolutely nothing, other than you're doing a fantastic job.
Love you, buddy.
Okay.
All right, well, Lee put a whole big ass fucking paragraph here. I'm probably not gonna read that shit, so let's skip to the next part. I was one of those kids that did not use instruction manuals. I can't stand trackpads.
You're a PC guy, double click.
Yeah, I have a fucking mouse, brother.
Oh, look at that, so that part's in the SOP, fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
We gotta blur this out. I think I remember reading some about
Fuck
typing
no.
skills.
No, I type with my fingies.
Go. Oh, nice, and it's got this too.
I don't. Yeah. Select blending from the top.
No,
No.
you're too far.
No, I'm not. Your shit is wrong, doggy.
Nope.
So I just signed in.
So yeah,
The next step,
read.
I can't read.
You gotta read. Read step 3.
I just want to fucking pick what ink though. I'm not even in the program. Select the W will flex.
Oh, you know what? I might not have put this part in.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have forgot a step. So I forgot one step, which was just this. So
Yeah.
click will flex. So that's good. So we're shaking out the problems right now.
Yeah.
So I gotta add that into the thing tonight.
Enter the Pantone number into the formula code area. What was the number again?
288.
288. 288 there. Weight 400 grams is already set. The next step is to print a label. Yeah, but it's not showing me this little fucking mini window.
Yeah, because your labels properties are all dicked up. That is the mini window.
Paper print. Use custom. What is that? Grayed out like that. Formula name.
one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This.
Oh, I knew that. I was just testing it. Copies to print. Looks like we're doing the thing. Oh shit.
Oh shit, we forgot to change the labels out.
Technical difficulty.
That's something I gotta put in the
Oh,
SOP.
that actually looks hilarious.
That's actually something that I need to put in there that we gotta swap out between the 2 different types of labels for those.
See, I did not fuck up.
No, that's good. So that's another thing I need to add to it then, obviously. There we go.
I like that noise it makes.
Now we're talking. Certified. I did that. We're gonna show.
Grab your ink cup. All right, so now that let's get those on your cups. Oh. There you go, right there. It shows it the picture where to stick it, everything. Bam.
Oh, I didn't know we were.
Oh, we're sticking it proper spots so they look nice. So now you got that far.
Yep.
Let's see you print one of the locator labels. So figure out where this thing's gonna sit on the shelf.
Okay.
That's
There is a spot for it.
oh shit.
So there's a thing on how to make the locator
Document
label.
outline, Dymo Connect app.
You're a PC guy. How are you fucking up this bad?
Bro, first of all, I use a mouse like a fucking civilized human being, and I don't use weird apps, all right? I use Steam, Photoshop, Lightroom. That's about it. Pornhub. I don't fucking know. Ink shelf labels.
It's right in front of you.
I thought it was gonna be like a drop-down window. I don't know.
Right there.
Yeah,
and it's circled in front of you.
Yeah, Listen, I'm doing everything right so far. So let me cook.
This is why I picked Jordan to test this out.
Let me cook. Sorry. What was that?
Rack 2, shelf 2, row 1.
2, shelf 2, row 1. Okay, there's the print.
So we got to change those labels back in, the little guys. What I should do is get fucking 2 printers.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I got to change labels.
Yeah,
I said it like there's
Yeah.
You know, we'll get a second printer so that we never have to change these labels ever again. Because right now we're swapping between our ink mixing labels and then our little shelf locator labels. And obviously this is going to become a problem. So I think just 2 printers will be a little bit smarter of a solution.
We're all learning today. You're learning my capabilities. I'm learning my capabilities. We're just having a good time. Oh, one of them worked.
Yeah, so you can press the button first.
Important. When completing this, enter the newly created ink mixture into our ink locator board on monday.com.
Yep.
See the next section. Use Google Chrome. Save label?
Nah.
Never save. Chrome. Click the ink locator. Oh, yeah. Okay. In the ink locator board, click new item. Yeah. New item. Okay, what was it? It was like 288 or something?
Mm-hmm.
So I just type 288.
And a little C at the end.
C288C. They all have a C.
That's it. Let's start to finish. You did
I did the thing,
all the things. So we found a couple problems that need to get fixed.
which was perfect.
Yeah, a couple things that I missed.
Yep.
And we figured out we need another printer as well.
Yep.
So
Bougie.
otherwise, it's pretty good.
Yeah, this was actually well made.
Actually well made. You're like,
Yeah.
you're surprised.
I am.
So for a first try with no instruction, you were able to guide
chapters.
your way through that pretty simply, other than the little bullshit things I forgot
Yeah,
about in
I
there.
think like future employees, new people, anyone should be able to do this.
Yeah.
With that guide, there's no reason. I'm not a computer savvy person. I was intimidated. I'm being fucking filmed. So, if I can do it under pressure, yeah, anyone can do it on their own time.
So now that we got that tested, we know we got to fix a couple problems. The next thing we have to fix is this shelf. These are all our mixing components. These things have been, this shelf was a disaster a while ago. Thankfully, our new ink rack fixed that, but this still is just a big bottleneck when it comes to mixing ink. So what we're gonna do to fix that bottleneck is we're gonna figure out and label spots for all these different inks to go so they're in the same spot every time, so they're easy for people to find. Another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna notch out each one of these lids and have a permanent ink spatula in there. This is gonna save us so much time, because before we were wiping them off all the time, cleaning them, and that just eats up a ton of time. When we're using these things every single day, let's just have a dedicated spatula in there that stays there, and we can speed up the mixing process. So all we gotta do is go through each one of these lids, notch them all out, and then we're good to go. And then at the same time, I'm gonna document how Jordan is mixing this color so that I can finish out this ink mixing and management SOP, show people exactly how to mix these colors together, and then this whole section is complete.
Smell that.
Yeah. Open up the discharge one and take a big
Yeah.
bite.
Actually, you guys are serious?
Yeah, there it
Discharge?
Yeah, open up the discharge container and smell it real quick. Make sure it's still good.
Oh! Oh! It's like sniffing salts. Oh!
That sticks with you.
Oh, it's burning in there. It's burnt. Oh! Yo, if you're like ever really tired in the shop and just a whiff of that'll fuck you up. Oh! Holy shit, I was not expecting that. I thought it was gonna smell like farts or something, but not like complete like whoa! That's like cocaine and Red Bull, but like straight to your nose. I don't even know. Holy shit. What about this one? Is this one bad too?
No, that's just adhesion powder.
Oh, this one smells good.
That can go in the garbage.
That's outrageous though. Holy shit.
Yeah. All right, this is a huge improvement already. Having these ink spatulas in every single bucket is gonna make so much sense and save so much time because now we're not having to clean them anymore. We still gotta make a few more improvements. I gotta label all this stuff so it goes back in the same spot every single time. And I gotta buy a second bucket for every single color so that we have redundancy, but this is already a big step in the right direction. I also have enough information documented now for that ink mixing SOP so I can finish that thing off, get it dialed, make the corrections that are needed, put up some kind of QR code somewhere around here so people can just scan it on their phones and figure out what to do. We're gonna figure all that out in a little bit, but for now, let's print some shirts. Day's done, now it's time to finish that SOP. Today was a great test with it. I know now what works, what doesn't, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be added, and I also have to finish out the section of actually physically mixing the ink because I didn't have that in there before. Jordan already knew how to do that, but the next guy, they'll be brand new, so they need to have that in there. So when I'm putting these together, I'm using Google Docs. Google Docs, in my opinion, is one of the best platforms to make SOPs because number one, it's free. Number two, it's very easy to use. And then also it's accessible from any device, anywhere, anytime, and it's formatted the same no matter what you're using. Another nice thing is the document outline. You can basically create chapters with it so you can search things very quickly, very easily. So if you only need to know one piece of information, you don't gotta search through the entire SOP to find it. You can make sections collapsible so everything can stay nice and neat. And of course, the ability for other people to go in there and make notes so that if you forgot something, there's a typo, or something can be changed to be better, you can fix all that really, really quickly. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing finished up real quick, wipe it off my to-do list, and then we're gonna go and finish up that ink rack. Look at this. This makes me feel so good. Everything is labeled. It's all color coded. We got dedicated ink knives in every single bucket so we never have to clean them again. This is the way. There are QR code stickers everywhere on the laptop, on the toolbox, 2 of them on the ink mixing table. That way, if there's somebody new here or anyone that has any questions, they can pretty much scan them from wherever they're standing and figure it out for themselves using that SOP document. This is the type of shit that is gonna help us get ahead as we grow. Obviously, I know how to use all this stuff, and most of my employees I have now know how to use all this stuff, but as we start scaling, adding more people, this is just gonna speed up the process and training them, and honestly, it's gonna take training to a minimum because I'm not gonna really have to show them much. So you just, here, scan this document, read it, look at it, follow the instructions. It's also also gonna greatly reduce mistakes and waste as well. So all around, this is definitely an awesome improvement. This is a small one, but once we start stacking these up and doing this in more areas of the shop, this is going to make us super, super efficient. The only thing I need to add to this system now is redundancy. I wanna have a 2-bucket system. So essentially I wanna have 2 of every mixing component on the shelf. That way we never run out. And I also am gonna implement one of these Kanban card systems onto the second bucket, so that way if the first bucket runs out and you grab the second one, you have to grab this card and put it on my desk, and then I know to order that specific mixing component. That way we never ever run out of stuff. So I'm gonna need to get another like 12 or 13 gallons of ink, except for these 4 little guys down here in the quart containers. Honestly, in the Epic Rio mixing system, those 4 colors are almost never used. Like all of these, this thing I have had for 6 years, and there are 2 teeny little scoops taken out of it. And that's the same case with pretty much all of these. The purple gets used a little bit, but the other 3 have barely been touched in the last 6 years. So those ones I'll just get little quart containers for, but everything else, the gallons, those get used pretty often. But I'm liking this, and I am motivated now to create systems like this for every possible thing I can think of in the shop, from simple things like mixing inks or putting thread on the embroidery machine to really complex things like how to screen print a shirt. I am going to systemize the crap out of this place. First, I need to standardize things, eliminate as much waste as I can, make them as simple as I can, and then start standardizing them, make them very simple but very concise instructions to follow so that anyone can pretty much hop into any job in the shop and be able to figure it out for themselves. The goal is to get this place dialed to the point where I can just leave. I can just go fuck off somewhere for a week and have things run just as good as if I was still here. It's gonna take a little while to get there, but I'm giving myself 90 days to figure this all out and have this shop become completely self-sustaining by then. So little by little, we're gonna get there. Today was a big step in the right direction. Happy 3 months, you're now off probation.
Oh, sick.
Happy job security.
Happy job security. Thank you. Top G moment right there.
How's it feel, knowing that I can't just fire you right now?
Oh, you have no idea how hard I'm gonna troll you now. I'm gonna be busting your balls twice as hard.
I did not think this.
I did not think this through. You're in for it. Eat it. No. Eat it and fucking die.
Starting next pay period, which is Monday, you're getting a raise.
Okay.
We're doing good shit.
Yep.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
So the AC in the shop broke yesterday, so we're gonna try and do the least amount of heat generating things for the morning, at least until they come to fix it later this afternoon. Hopefully they can, because it's a scorcher outside, and the second we turn this dryer on, it is hot as shit in here. So Jordan's gonna reclaim some screens, I'm gonna run some embroidery, and then hopefully by the time we're done, we'll have working AC again, because it's already warm in here.
Okay, we're just damping, right? Or are we flashing too?
Both.
We're doing both? Okay.
So
I got it.
you're the press operator now. Figure out the order that these go in. All right, halfway there. I mean, they are numbered. They are numbered. Oh,
Minor details.
yeah, minor details.
Minor.
So, where's that one gonna go?
I'm gonna put this one. We're using the good flash, right?
We're using the good flash. Yeah, we always use the good flash when we can.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I guess it really doesn't matter. There's so many options. I could put it in like floor or sticks.
Correct.
Doesn't really matter.
Nope.
How much space do I want? How much cooling time do I want after the stamping here?
So anytime there's a flash or a stamp or whatever, you want at least one station in between there for it to cool down.
To cool, right?
But like the more, yeah, that's the minimum. More the better though.
Yeah, so I'll go for 6.
There you go. He got it right. There we go. I mean, this was 3 screens, but he got it. He's learning.
Don't downplay my achievements. Let's be real. Top G. Certified.
Not top G yet. He's, like I said yesterday, he's like slightly above the middle G.
I'm top G at everything I already
Slightly
know.
above the middle G.
I'm top G at everything I know.
Which is not a lot. Just kidding. I'm gonna get roasted in the comments for being mean to my employees. Okay, so next up, we are printing some band t-shirts, and usually when you're printing for bands, they want to do things as cheaply as possible. And I get it, being a musician is super expensive. Instruments are expensive, touring's expensive, you don't make a lot of money, so I mean, I get it. So we try our best to work with them as much as possible. So this job technically should have been 4 screens, but to cut the cost down for them, I knocked it down to 3 by using a little technique where you knock out the underbass, do a little half toning, stuff like that. So basically what we're trying to do here is creating a drop shadow effect below the logo and using one of the existing colors in the design, which is red, to create kind of a darker reddish maroonish tone. If you guys are interested in learning how I did the separations for this, comment SEPs down below and I'll make a video all about that for you. And this is also a good one for Jordan to practice and step up his game a little bit.
All right, so this is gonna be our process for this job. We're gonna start with the base, and then we're gonna stamp it, kind of like a smash burger. It's already good, but when you squish the shit out of it, it's better. Makes sense. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna push this button first. There's a safety bar, or?
You didn't push the other button.
I did. Yeah, I did. Anyways, technical difficulties. We're gonna...
It's gonna call that one over there.
Nice work.
Oh, you guys are really fucked up now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's over there.
If we're still filming.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you guys. We're gonna, you know, mix a little red in there. Nice little half Tony, little Tony Montana. Then moving along, I'm gonna pretend to push this button. We're gonna hit it with our flash. Lee thinks he's cool because that's what he named his dog. Cool dog, give him that. And then we're gonna hit it with the final highlight white here, you know, just really just seal the deal. And it's gonna just, you know, really bring it to life. And yeah, we're gonna kill it, something like that.
So the white's pretty good for the most part. It's got to come up a little bit. I think this side's got to come up a smidge. I don't know actually, because
Is it just the red?
it could be the red that's making it look weird. Because there was red overlapping that fucking white down there. But you're pretty close. You're pretty damn close. And like our white is so good, by the way. You know, yeah, we'll just do one at a time. We move the red, we'll see what it looks like, and if we need to move the white around, we move the white around. But I think it's pretty good, from what I can tell. I also did make this harder on you. I put like almost 0 fucking choke on the base on this thing so that you had to have perfect registration.
Crisp, yeah. You guys, you didn't really help me that much either.
No.
Like going around here, like I did this on my
And
own.
I'm testing you a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. We just got to move that red around. And that was, again, just because there was a print on the underside of this test shirt, so it probably moved around a little bit. So I hate test shirts with prints on the backside. I try and avoid that as much as possible. But obviously we need...
It's getting to the point where it's difficult
Yeah.
to find those.
Yeah, we don't fuck up enough to have test shirts anymore, which is, I guess, a good thing. That was the worst unload.
You what about you when you do it from the side like this? And I'm like, what are you doing, guy?
We're pretty close. It's gonna go just a fucking ton here that way. Let's do this thing. If I want to get technical about it, it's actually bang on. Well, it took a few test runs to get there. Jesus.
It's the heat! Yeah,
Free pallet.
yeah,
Is that a first?
yeah.
First one. I've been waiting for him to do that. All three in one shot.
All right, so I gotta
got-
change.
All right, we're ready to go. I am glistening right now. Let's get this job going. Jordan, I expect you to run this as fast as you possibly can because it's hot as shit in here and I want to get out of here. All right, so first of all, Jordan, you did pretty good. He, first time kind of fully taking registration over, he did about 90% of it. I did a couple of tweaks along the way, but this thing's solid. This is where I would like it to be, so good job there. But also, first time printing all the pallets in one shot. I thought it would happen a little bit sooner than it did, so I knew it was coming one way or another. But yeah, this thing looks good, and this is how this trick works. So you can see it looks kind of like there's 3 colors on here, but again, there's really just 2. We've got the main red, and what looks like a darker kind of maroonish red is the same red, just we got no underbase underneath and a little bit of half-toning going on. This is a cool trick you can add to your toolbox, like in this case, where if you want to save your customer a bit of money and print with less screens, or if you have a print that's gonna be more colors than you're able to print, like if you have a 6-color press and you need to print a 7 or 8-color print, this trick will get you there. You're not gonna get 100% accuracy out of it, but you'll be able to get the job done. For us, this created this really nice drop shadow effect. These shirts look really good. Hell yes. All right, we're done. This broken AC shit sucks. We're shutting down early.
Buddy. Oh, what are you doing in here?
Come on, hurry up. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. I've had a few hours of air conditioning now. It's like 10 degrees cooler outside. Wonderful. I feel like we're getting more dialed in the shop. We're definitely getting things in and out the door a little bit faster. We're getting a little bit cleaner when it comes to systems and processes. Now we got these SOPs in the mix that are going to help everybody moving forward. They're going to have to ask me less questions. They're going to be able to figure out the job for themselves and be able to, figure out their own ways to do it and be able to dial in that even further. And now we've got Jordan learning how to screen print, starting to take over the press for me. He's definitely got a long way to go before he completely takes over the press for me, but he's definitely making a lot of steps in the right direction. And now he's off his probation period. He is a permanent employee here as long as he wants to be. And now I'm going to have to hire again. I'm going to have to hire another press assistant because he's slowly becoming a screen printer. So I'm going to need to get a press assistant for him, someone who can reclaim screens and get screens coded, get jobs prepped, all that type of stuff, so he can focus on learning how to print, getting jobs done, all that type of stuff. Growing and scaling a business is not easy, and I'm learning that very, very quickly. I wish I would have spent the time to learn a lot more about this stuff when I was flying solo in my basement years ago, but now things are just moving really, really quick, and shit is getting thrown at me from all different directions, and I got to figure it out really quickly on the fly. And some days I'm feeling like I'm doing a really good job, and others I'm feeling like, I suck balls at this. But I think that's how all entrepreneurs feel pretty much every day of their lives. So I just got to take each day as it comes and just keep knocking out one problem after another. But like I said, I'm giving myself 90 days. I got 90 days to figure out how to systemize everything in this business so that I can just kind of walk away and have everything work smoothly. It's going to be a lot of work, and I'm already stressing about it, but I think I can pull this off. So make sure you guys are following along to see if I figure this out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the thumbs up button on this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again in the next one.